The assembly grew, and in the fall of 1930 moved to Colerain Avenue in a converted garage. It was at that time the church adopted the name Bethlehem Tabernacle. This was after Brother Kurtz received a revelation of the tabernacle plan. The church remained on Colerain Avenue for 31 years. As the church continued to grow and expand, they began to pray for a much larger building to house the congregation that held a record attendance of 933. God was mindful of their great need to reach the lost and dying world.
In 1961, First Apostolic Church moved to Vine Street. Vine Street was a beautiful theater building. It seated 1,400 people. The church was a strong and powerful, thriving congregation. Brother Kurtz was actually recorded at the Vine Street dedication service as saying,
"You know, you never can tell how God's going to work. But I used to tell my wife this in those days. I said, honey, if anything happens to me real quick, get a hold of Nathan."
That his desire, he said, if anything ever happens to me, call Nathan, have him come. But the Vine Street dedication, my grandfather actually preached that dedication service. He preached from Matthew 16.
If you'll bear with me tonight, I'd like to read out of Matthew, the 16th chapter, and if you'll remain standing just for a moment or so longer, please. Matthew 16, beginning at the 13th verse. When Jesus came into the coasts of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, "Whom do men say that I, the Son of Man, am?" They said, "Some say thou art John the Baptist, some Elias, and others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets." He saith unto them, "But whom say ye that I am?" Simon Peter answered and said, "Thou art the Christ. Thou art the Christ,
Praise
the Son of the living God." Jesus answered and said unto him, "Blessed art thou, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood hath not revealed it unto thee, but my Father which is in heaven. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it."
The Vine Street building, the Vine Street Church, was just one of the most outstanding churches in Pentecost. And those years were very vibrant and beautiful, beautiful years.